So my name is Megan Brown, and I grew up here in Boone and went to App State. Probably in the past 6 or 7 years have gotten more interested in like primitive skills and things like that. So I've kind of spent the past 5 years working at Buffalo Cove. There's evidence that cultures from like up to like 30,000 years ago were using pit ovens to cook, different kinds of foods, and that is what I think is really interesting. I think in cooking for a big group or a really large family, it's an awesome way to like cook a whole chickens or goats. It doesn't burn very easily. Like I've never burnt anything in a pit oven because it's just that like slow, even cooking. So it's pretty like, once you get it down, it seems pretty foolproof. So the way I've done it is started just by like digging a big hole in the ground. Ones I've done have been like maybe 3 to 4 feet deep and probably about 3 to 4 feet in diameter. And then we lined the whole oven with stone and then started a big fire in it, let it burn down, and then put different leaves and things in there, and then our food and more leaves, or like a burlap sack, really, and then all the coals, and just buried it with earth and let it cook. So I've in the spring used nettles immediately around it. I've also used tulip poplar. I've also used like burlap sack. I've also used tin foil like in the winter when there weren't a lot of options for things from nature to use. No, I never have. And that was a big question for me the first time I did it, was so you put something in there and wait 4 hours and then dig it up, just kind of hoping that it's done. But no, I've never had anything not be sufficiently cooked. But I was always kind of err on like the longer time frame. Yeah, so I think acorns are one of the best and more plentiful things around here, because if you walk around in the fall, you'll see acorns everywhere. So you harvest acorns in the fall on the ground, and I try to get them pretty quickly, because otherwise little bugs will get in there and start eating them and ruin the acorn. So you collect them and then smash them, and I just use 2 rocks and just smash the shell and then separate the meat inside from the shell, and then you have to go through a leaching process, and that removes all the tannins from the acorns. I usually have done it with a more primitive method where I wasn't grinding the acorn super fine, so we just smashed them and then did the hot method where you put the acorns into boiling water and the water turns brown, and then you switch the water probably like 5 to 10 times, and you just keep boiling them over and over again until that bitter flavor is out of the acorn, and then from there you can use it. And at that point, after boiling it, they're kind of mushy, so then I've just used it and made a dough out of it. But if you were really trying to make like a fine bread product, you can actually then dry out the mashed acorn and make kind of like an acorn flour out of that. I think that it's something that connects us to our ancestors in the past. It's still a big part of our culture to cook whole pigs and smoke animals, and it's important culturally to us in the South. And I'm of the mindset of you never know when your gas is going to run out and you're not going to have the modern tools that we rely on every day to cook. So I feel more confident knowing that I could survive and make actually really delicious food in the outdoors and just in the woods somewhere. So I think it's empowering. It's just trial and error, because there's so many different styles of pit oven cooking from all over the world, and that's something that's really interesting to me, is that like in South America and Australia and all over, there's evidence of pit ovens, and people do it a little bit differently. So I think there's lots to learn in different ways. There's no one right way to do it.
And thank you very much for interviewing with me.